Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of the ASMG Back Pass. This is going to be a very special episode as we review the fall season from 2025 in the Georgia Premier. We'll also have a review podcast on Division 1 and the Division playoffs. Those will be separate podcasts that we'll come up with in the coming week. But this one's going to focus in on ASMG broadcasts of our partner teams, LSA Norcross, Kalanji Pro Profile, Soccer Saves Lives, and Athletico Buford. We'll look at the season through the eyes of each of the broadcasts from the regular season, and we'll see the progress of the teams and the competition and see the compelling result, an exciting result in a very close-knit race, and see who survives and made it to the playoffs and who were relegated. And it was a very, very exciting season. There was a new format to enjoy with this league, for this division anyway. Well, we separated into two different groups. And there are going to be further changes to the conference coming up in 2026, which we'll go into. So quite a lot of football to go into in discussing the end of 2025 and getting into 2026 now. So sit back and enjoy some very intriguing action and compelling competition that's in the UPSL here with ASMG broadcast of the Georgia Conference. We'll kick things off in the month of September as the drama unfolded with some surprising early results, with Larry Weaver and Massimo Ballou giving us the call on the various games.
Gets around two men trying to hold up, slides it across over here to the near side. It's Orta. He'll take a shot. Oh, sensational! What a goal for number 9, Carlos Orta. On it finds its way into the goal. Xavier Diouf. Good ball forward. Here's an opportunity. And that's slotted. Sliced through that defense like butter to put a third one on the board for LSA. Duncan trying to do something here. Plays it off to the far side. Shot taken! There's one for SSL. That's how you get back into this match. SSL needed a goal before going into half as they were down by 3. Now, and another one for Diouf. Is that one onside? SSL, they lose it right there. Here's a chance for LSA. Can they put it away? Gets around Vasquez. That's a goal for LSA. Absolutely perfect. Able to get past. Robinson has it. Hits the brakes. Tries to work around the man. He's finally able to do so. Slides it across the box. Shot taken. There it is. There's the opener for Kalanji Pro Profile. And just like that, it's 1-0. Long ball from Buford. Right to the shot, and it's put away. Perfect goal from Athletico Buford to even it up 1-1. And decided to come back to the Premier League. Now, here's a chance for Kalanji trying to slot it across. Great save, and it put away. There's the extending goal for Kalanji Pro Profile. This time into the box, backside, headed back. Shot taken, and it's in. Another goal for Athletico Buford. Looking to pass it over, able to do so. Holds it off, shot! And put away! Athletico Buford find one to put it in the back of the net. Here comes the shot. And right past him into goal for Athletico Buford. Can almost say that they utilized a little bit of luck there of not having the number 1 in goal. He just, for whatever reason, got off of the mark. Now, here's an opportunity for Buford. Lifted across. Steps over. Shot! it's in the back of the net. They take another goal from Kalanji Pro Profile. And there's another one into the back of the net for Atletico Buford. He's going to send one long. What a save by Centineo, but he's not going to get the second one. That one put away by Kalanji. Now another opportunity. The keeper way out of his box. And that is the 7th goal for Atletico Buford. That one lifted past the 2 defenders. And that one is just another goal for Suazo.
Blows the whistle. And Rafael Diaz, SSL 1, Dalton United 0, Tennessee. Now it's on Dalton United to build game, and that's a terrible ball lost. Costa! Oh my God, Costa again can go for the shot, and he does! Adeniyi Costa! Total blackout for Dalton United, and SSL, of course, takes advantage. Important for Angle to save this one. Jason Hall puts it on the right, calls all his teams to celebrate. That's goal number 3 for SSL. Oh, wow. The game goes on. Workman in front of the goal. Shoots it! 4! Goal number 4. Jaden Workman. Hall could go for the cross. Stops it. Goes back. Passes in. Diaz and Dagna. Post! Unbelievable. It continues. Everybody comes out, and there might have been a handball. Yes, there was, but it's not. Here comes 5-0 SSL. Fantastic ball. Costa makes it long, shoots it. Costa. Adeniyi Costa. Second goal for him today. Fidai. Nassim and Lopez also coming in. Of the flag. Jeep. Here he comes. Jeep puts the first and only goal of the day so far.
Straight shot on goal and in. What a goal for Georgia Athletic on the free kick. Absolutely perfect goal for number 9. Ethan Ruiz with the goal. Down the near line. Jules is trying to get there. He is onside. Right at the top of the box. Step over. He goes down, and it will be a penalty. Saved by Delgado. Very, very slow take there from Grant Carr. Right through and in. Another perfect goal to get this game launched for Georgia Athletic as they go up 2-0. Kareem Tamimi sliding it across, and there's a goal for Thierry Jules to equal right off of the practice field. You can hear the fans expressing their opinions about the match. Zane Hilton, he has it here on the near side, sliding across to Tamimi. What a goal! Unbelievable. Kareem Tamimi with the equalizer for Kalanji Pro Profile in a most acrobatic way. 2-2. Able to bring you the complete information. Beautiful ball over the top. Tamimi is onside, and he buries that one to go up 3-2. Nothing that this Georgia Athletic defense could do with that one. Delgado now back live. Pavlotsky sliding it through. Jules has it. He lays it off to Hilton. Hilton trying to fight through the men. Shot! And that is sensational, Zane Hilton. Young man with a sensational goal to extend the lead to 4-2. And he buries it to extend the lead for Kalanji Pro Profile to 5-2. Good work by the Kalanji keeper. Jules and Tamimi fighting for the ball, and in the back of the net for Thierry Jules for his hat trick. Thierry Jules makes it 6-2. Here comes the in-swinger to the far post. Controlled, put back into play, off the top bar, still in play, and in! FC Birmingham with the goal. Taken here in the 65th minute. Centrally, headed in! What a goal! FC Birmingham take the lead from a sensational header from number 6, Michael Brew. Chavez will throw it in to Workman. Workman trying to control it. Plays it back into the box. Cosmas loses it, and it goes into the back of the net for SSL to equalize 2-2. FC Birmingham doing really good in the trenches, winning the ball forward. Here's a beautiful ball, just able to get past, and it's bouncing in, and it's a goal for FC Birmingham. What a wonderful goal for number 9, Cameron Broom Pearson. Shot! What a goal! SSL find the equalizer. A perfect strike. Gives it to Camillo. Camillo going over to the far side, gives it right back. Nice ball to Suazo. 2 men on him. He's going to take the shot and puts it away for Atletico Buford. You know that was coming as they were really starting to impress themselves on this Georgia Impact defense. Buford will move forward over on the far side. Chavaria will lay it off to Suazo. Suazo again in the same spot. Headed in! What a goal for Atletico Buford right before half. A great goal from Aldair Rapolo. Good tackle from Buford. Looking to attack. Shot taken and in! What a goal there for Atletico Buford out of nothing. Again, Aldair Rapolo with the goal. Forward, right through center circle, lose the possession. Gives it to Suazo. Suazo is onside. Gets around the keeper and easily slots it in the back of the net for his second of the day. In the honor of the John Cena Nation, gets the "You Can't See Me." Demise thinks about it, but he holds up, releases it to Asher. Asher will send that one forward. Blake White looking for Wedderburn, who's moved forward. He gets it to Tamimi, and Tamimi easily puts that one in the back of the net. It was coming, and finally, there's the first goal for Kalanji Pro Profile here in the 42nd minute. Braden's pass off the mark. Tamimi slowing his steps, gives it to Sam Pavlotsky. White has it, and he puts that one away. A bit of a stutter step and catches the defender off of his mark, makes him jump early. What a goal! There's how FC Columbus Elite gets on the board. Finally, a goal into the back of net here at Charlie Jordan Field to make it 2-1 and make it interesting as we get into the last in the 78th minute. Cleared by Columbus Elite. And that one finds the back of the net, but it was called offside. As here comes the ball from Braden Wood. To the backside, headed, almost pulled off. The unbelievable there. Shot it in! That's made it in. And now it is 2-2. Gettridge with a brace. Send that over to the far side. Another pass. Right there, able to hit the brakes, get past the first man, past the second man, shot, and in. What a goal from LSA Norcross to go up 1-0. Tight spaces for number 5, Luis Orta to work. Now, moving forward is LSA, headed away by Gamade. Still in control, Morales. Far side. Holding up. Morales is there! And there's the second goal. Morales with a perfect goal to extend the lead to 2-0. It bounces through center circle. Gamade is there trying to hold off the LSA man. Not going to be able to do so. Pass is able to get to Orta. Orta will take another shot and just zips that one past Roberts into the back of the net to go up 3-0. Gone 4 minutes ago plus stoppage time. There's a mistake by LSA. Can they make a pay? And it's finally in the back of the net for Scenic City. Finally, they put something on the board.
So we completed the September games in this early part of the season for the 2025 fall season. And we'll look at each one of the zone tables, starting with Zone 1, Atletico Buford, of course, in pole position at this early part of the season. Kalanji per profile just behind them on 7 points. A host of teams in the mid-table there, including Georgia Revolution and Pachuca, Georgia, both still in those playoff spots. And of course, the top 4 teams in each of the zones would qualify for the playoffs. And then towards the bottom, you have one place, the last place, 7th place team is subject to relegation at the end of the season. So you definitely, as a team, want to stay away from the cellar in each of the divisions, but you're vying for one of those top 4 spots. And so right now you see who are in the top 4. Got Georgia Impact, Georgia Athletic, just outside the playoff spots. And of course, the tiebreaker in the UPSL across the nation is head-to-head. That's the first tiebreaker, the second being goal difference. And so, it's very, very important for you to win your games against your rivals for those places. And that's the way it's running in Zone 1. We'll take a quick look over in Zone 2. LSA Norcross Pro and Potros in a neck-and-neck tie for first place. Both perfect at this time. Scenic City and Soccer Saves Lives currently in playoff spots in this early part of the season. And Atlanta United Academy, 2 games and 2 losses. They are involved in other competitions as well, but they've had a poor start to the season. They're in the relegation spot, just below Dalton United, who also have had a slow start to the season. So that is the way that the month of September went, and we'll get into the games in October next.
It's going to be Hernandez with the out swinger. Into the box. Headed and in! And there's the opening goal for Atlanta United Academy here in the 61st minute to go up 1-0. And he buries that one beyond Ellis for the opening goal here at the Atlanta United training grounds for Atlanta United to go up 1-0. SSL get their chance. And he buries that one. Right out, went the right direction. Much longer frame than Ellis. But that one sneaks by him, and now we're tied back up, 1-1. Back live. Bouncing through, shot, deflected, and it's in! Fantastic work back and forth in the passing for Atlanta United until they find the back of the net to go up 2-1. This will get us back underway quickly. Bouncing around in and right at the top of the box. Saved by Vasquez. Another shot, that one in the back of the net for the goal for Atlanta United. And it was coming fast and furious there. That goal being scored by number 82, Gonzalo Riveras. The opportunity for SSL. Great tackle and clearance by Atlanta United. Now they've got a counter. Here they come around Vasquez. Goal is open, slides it across, and it is in the back of the net for the 4th goal. Vasquez having to come out to try to make something happen, and Gutierrez gets around him and puts it away for the 4th. As they came into this match with a -3 goal differential, tonight's match will put them at a solid 0 goal differential. That ball bounces in and in for another goal. Make that a +1 goal differential, as just a little bit of a press on Lewis Duncan. Shot! Oh, what a goal for Atletico Buford. Goal coming in from number 6. Snyder settles it. Nice ball from Dixon. Centeno not able to get complete control. Still has it, and it's in the back of the net for the Revs, and they find the equalizer in the 37th minute. And it hits the top bar, doesn't go in, and straight up into the air. Still in play, cleared. That one will go out, and it'll be a throw. Next round will be Atletico Buford and Potros FC. That will be a fantastic match to watch in the Open Cup. Shot! Oh my word, did that just scream into the goal for Atletico Buford to take the lead 2-1. Steps away from it. Lifts it in! Goal for Atletico Buford, number 4, Hector Escalante.
Space for Scenic City. Conrad. Nice ball by Conrad. 1-on-1. And that's the first goal of the day. Here it comes. 1-0 Scenic City. They've been looking for that for 71 minutes.
Right at the edge. Cleared for a moment. Still in. Sneaks through, and that one is going to be the opening goal for Atlanta United Academy, and a 1-0 lead. Nice ball forward. Covington into the box. Slides it across to Peacock, and Peacock buries it in the top netting to take it 2-0. And that one finds it in for a hat trick. Sippen going through center circle over to the far side. He's onside. Hits the brakes, gets it back to Sippen. Wanted to find its way through, gives it back to Vega. Makes his way through. Gets through all of them, and he puts it in the back of the net. That is a one-man challenge there on Atlanta United's Academy to get a goal back for FC Birmingham. It's now 3-1. 2 more. Moore loses it for a second. Finally loses it there to Mayorga. He lays it off over on the far side for the on-running Vega. Vega lifts it back forward to Mayorga. Mayorga has it. Takes the shot, misses. There's another attempt, misses. Price, and it's in the top of the net. And there's another goal for FC Birmingham. And now they're just 1 goal away from the equalizer. Peacock gets around Nunez and makes it 4. Bailey Harris is having a word with the AR. Match with a goal differential of +2. FC Birmingham had a goal differential of -6. Peacock's going to run this down. Hits the brakes. Puts that one by Nunez to make it 5. Price finds it in the back of the net to bring another one back for FC Birmingham, and that will make his brace for today to make it 5-3. Finally getting it to Kamani Irving there in center circle as he has his hands extended wide. Getting around the defender was Blake White. Goes down, no foul is called. Cut off by Sam Pavlotsky, back into the attack of Kalanji. Zane Hilton takes the shot and puts it in the back of the net. There is the opening goal for this matchup, coming from Zane Hilton in the 48th minute for Kalanji to go up 1-0.
Salazar. He'll play it here to Carlos. Carlos just a little off his game so far in these first 15 minutes here on the near side for Atletico Buford. Willard Honham, there's another mistake. Ruiz has it. He'll take the shot, and that one is in the net for Georgia Athletic to go up 1-0. And again, that's what happens. You see that is back and immediately forward yet again from, here's an opportunity, gets past, shot, and it's in. There's the opening goal for Atletico Buford coming in the 60th minute. Goal scored by number 10, Carlos Chavaria. Having that experience with, here's an opportunity for Bagwell. Gets past the two defenders all alone. Gets past Delgado, takes the shot, and he puts it away to extend a lead for the first time for the league leaders, Atletico Buford. They go up 2-1. Varia gets the give and go, gets another ball forward. Chavaria has pace, tries to get it, step over, lays it off to Suazo, and Suazo puts it away. What a selfless act by the captain, Chavaria, to give Suazo the goal this entire season. Ball into the box, and that one finds its in, and they get one back. It's what Athletic needed to do. They need to get back on the score sheet quickly and equal. Can Buford hold them off? Got about 18 minutes to find out. Bagwell. Stand up. Pass across. Good ball. Shot. And it's in the back of the net. Say no more. As soon as Georgia Athletic go on the board, Atletico Buford come right roaring back and put one past Delgado to make it 4-2. Lifted into the box, headed away by Buford. Still fighting for it. Shot rolling cleared by Buford. Again, Alvarado loses it. Now here comes another forwarding attack from Buford. Chavaria. The captain slides it across again, and it's put away by number 6, Juan Cardona. Price plays it back over to the on-runner on the far line. Good control, tried to make it into the box, bouncing around, in, and there's the opening goal from number 10, Justice Brasher, for FC Birmingham. A little bit of a luck there. And Orta goes down. No foul. Plays forward right through the middle for Price. He's on his own. Can he put it away? Yes, he can. Goal for FC Birmingham. What a pass and what a goal for FC Birmingham to go up 2 to the good. Sippen causes an advantage to be played. Martinez with a tackle. And Martinez is going to earn a yellow card. And that one buried off the top bar and into the back of the net for finally a goal. Here comes the in-swinger from LSA, headed back by Gutierrez, put in by Villa Gomez, and we are all equal. Strike through and in! What a goal for LSA. Number 18, Sebastian Carrera, finds it into the back of the net and to find.
So at the end of October, we see the tables going to take a little bit more of a shape as more games get completed. And we'll look in Zone 1 at first. Atletico Buford still in pole position, but Pachuca, Georgia inching up the table there into that second spot with Kalonji Pro Profile and Georgia Revolution completing the playoff spots there at the time, with Georgia Impact, FC Columbus Elite just behind them in 5th and 6th, and of course Georgia Athletic with a couple of setbacks after a fantastic first game of the season, and where they won 5-0 against FC Columbus Elite. They find themselves in that relegation spot in zone number 1, and so that is the sort of the shake up there in zone 1. Zone 2, Portros FC still perfect on the season, but LSA Norcross, who had played 2 more games, are in second place on the same number of points. Atlanta United Academy bubbling up the table after missing or losing their first 2 games of the season, now up into those playoff spots along with Scenic City. Soccer Saves Lives dropped down from those spots, but Dalton United are able to get up with a win in the month of October to get up near to those kissing spots of the playoffs. North Georgia United and FC Birmingham again battling each other to stay away from that relegation zone in zone 2. So that's how that got going there in sort of the midway point of the season. And then we get into the month of November, and the competition gets a little bit more intense and a little bit more dramatic as we look to see if Portros can maintain that unbeaten streak. What's going to happen in the relegation spots as we get to the end of the season. Let's take a look again with the call from Larry Weaver.
1-0, and then they had that exciting second 45 last week in defeating FC Birmingham 5-3, because it was 2-0 at half, and then here's an opportunity for Potros, and they put it in. Just that, I said, the defense a little shaky for Atlanta United, and it's exposed right there for Potros to go up 1-0. The UPSL, each team can make up to 7 substitutions throughout the match. Here's Bonneau, right back on it, takes the shot off the post, and it's back into the hands of Pineda. Miguel Pineda got lucky on that one as Mark Bonneau was only off by millimeters. Shot, and that one's in! Potros FC and Pedro Lima with a surgical strike to give Potros 2 to the good. Here's an opportunity for Potros again. Bonneau lays it off. Shot. Oh my word, it hits both posts and goes in for Potros FC, and they take a 3-0 lead. That goal was a thing of beauty. Right now, Mbamio is tied at the top of the leaderboard for the Golden Boot. Bonneau has it, lifts it across, Mbamio! And now he takes full lead in the Golden Boot race with that goal to make it 4-0. Lead. 5 o'clock, Georgia Impact will take on Georgia Revolution. Atlanta United, nice ball forward. Can they have an opportunity? Put it away, Chalala! And he finally, a ball in the back of the net for Atlanta United. Bouncing through and in. What a goal for Potros FC. Goal coming from number 53, Sebastian Lopez. A little bit of celebration there throughout these 90 minutes. Another substitute getting ready for Potros. Into the box. Holds up, good move. Slides it centrally. Shot taken! And that one finds the back of the net for Atlanta United to give them a late goal. 5-2. Thrown in, straight up into the air, right at the top. Still trying to find it out. Shot! And that one's in the back of the net for Potros FC to finish off this match. Eric Graham gets one in the 92nd minute. Kalanji Pro Profile will be playing Georgia Athletic next week. I believe that's going to be a midweek match as well as they continue to make up some matches. There's a mistake by the Revs. Gives it to Kareem Tamimi. Thought about taking the shot, laid off, shot there, and it's in the back of the net for Kareem Tamimi, who continues to score goals here at Shiloh Stadium to let Kalanji Pro Profile go up 1-0 in the 10th minute. Headed back towards Tamimi's going to win it off of Landberg, tried to sneak it. Then that one gets buried by Blake White for Kalanji Pro Profile to make it 2 to the good. Here comes Kalanji again. Tamimi's shot on goal is deflected. He'll go to Kalen Kalanji. Nice pass into open space for Ramos. He'll slide it through, and that one is in the back of the net for Tony Tiente. And that makes it 3. The veteran Tony Tiente spends so much time in the midfield. Taken short. Right at the top of the box. He tries to take the shot. It deflected. Dalton United trying to get out of the jam. They lose possession. And they kind of get in their own way. Give Atlanta United another opportunity. Shot! And that's in the back of the net for Atlanta United to take the lead in the 4th minute. And that comes just from a mistake by Dalton United. Atlanta United, they start the match early, get that early goal. Now looking to get another one. He's onside. Puts it through and in the back of the net to double the score and make it 2-0. And it's just rolling down the line. Still in play. Never went out. Across in the box. Shot. Oh, it hits the top bar. Heads back in. And the second attempt goes in the back of the net to make it 3-0. What a way to not give up on a goal for Atlanta United to make it 3-0 here in the 38th minute. Oh my word, what a goal for the Atlanta United Academy player to make it 4-0. What a thing of beauty. David Beckham would be proud in that goal. Over there on the near side, or far side, excuse me, bounce it in, and he chests that one into the back of the net to make it 5. And you can see the conversation going on between the defender and the keeper for Dalton United as to whose responsibility that was. And Herrera slots it home to make it 5-1. And it will be something very interesting to note. Once we get to the end of this season, here comes a chance for Atlanta United. Make it to the back post, and it's buried by Chalele for his second by the Dalton keeper. Again, we go back and forth possession-wise between these two teams. Into the box, controlled by Dalton. Lose it on an easy challenge. Give and go. Pass to the goalkeeper. Back of the net. And make it 7. They'll play Soccer Saves Lives next Sunday over at this ball crossed. Headed back in. And there is 8. Another perfect cross from this academy team. Lifted into the box, headed right past the keeper, and it got a feel for the keeper here. He is just...
Grandote Diouf y la pelota va al área. Allá va la pelota, tiró. ¡Gol! La orden del árbitro. Correa va, Correa va, Correa va. ¡Golazo! ¡Gol! ¡Ay, mamá! ¡Gol! ¡Ay, mamá, qué golazo, por Dios! Pero va jugando para León. Le juegan todo el partido, le hicieron lo mismo a ese hombre. Al lateral, qué bien que le hizo León. Está. ¡Ay, ay, 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 está! ¡Gol! 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 Zapatazo largo para León y allá va León a toda velocidad. Está el tercero, está. Gol. Gol. El cuarto. Gol. Va buscando la pelota al centro, quedó viva, está. Gol. Gol. Y allá se viene Santiago, juega Santiago cortita, ya la tiene Julien, ahí va el 16, engancha para acá, firuletea para acá, es derecho, va a sacar para la derecha, tiró, gol. Gol. Gol.
To the near post, headed and in for Kalanji Pro Profile. Blake White able to get above the defenders, put that into the back of net, make it 1-0 here in the 6th minute. Columbus Elite win the ball there. Immediately give it back. Kareem Tamimi, the Atlanta United 2 former player, holds up. Good pass, shot taken, and it finds the back of the net. Got a hand on it, but cannot hold off Blake White's strike and makes it 2-0 Kalanji Pro Profile. But they've worked their way back into possession. Do Kalanji. Tamimi over here to the near side. Gets around Turner and puts it in the back of the net to make it 3-0 Kalanji Pro Profile, because they had the tiebreaker on this Kalanji Pro Profile squad. Getting that, Georgia Revolution, not Georgia Athletic. Chance in the back of the net for Kalanji Pro Profile to make it 4. Listen, try to increase score to get that record as well. Shot deflected. Tamimi once again gives it to Thierry Jules. Jules gets around one man on the edge. Crossed. Still in play. Tamimi puts one past Turner. Makes it 5-0. Win it back in center circle. Do Kalanji. First pass from Tamimi cut off, but he has it back. Gives it to Irving, who flips it over to Thierry Jules. And that one is put away from the Kalanji man as he just win possession again. Get it to Jules. Can he get a hat trick? No, he can't. But another one for Kalanji. And another one for Blake White to get his hat trick. And it is starting to get bad. We've seen that a couple times by a couple players for FC Columbus Elite, just not able to stay on their feet. Tamimi will come over here to the near side to Samuel. That's Blake White. Plays it back. Shot right past Turner. And that one will be another one for Ngoy in the 89th minute.
Blaylock up the right side. Didn't look like he'd have any chance at getting to it, but he did. Blaylock cuts back to the left foot, wants to get back to the right, can't. He does find the ball though. Blaylock once again outside of the foot cross into the 6. Goal! Atlanta United. Adriel Vasquez puts that one home after outstanding work down the right. In swinger from the corner. Played to the near post. Headed away by Barahona. Launched long. Clavon Burdine will pop it forward. Cut back. A good one. Williams up the left side. Crossed in. Back post. Big save Patino. But it deflects in. Goal Atlanta. Perfect start for Atlanta United. They're up 2-0 within 9 minutes. Nearly found Duran. Here comes Atlanta. To the end line. It gets into the 6. Goal Atlanta. Julian Blaylock. Interception by Clavon Burdine, who's seemingly everywhere on that right side. Blaylock takes it himself through the middle. Blaylock into the 18, tripped up from behind. Is it going to be outside or is it a penalty? Referee warns everyone about encroachment. Whistle blown. Blaylock steps up to it. Goal Atlanta United. Julian Blaylock having himself a night with 2 goals and an assist.
In the corner, cleared away by Dalton. Get it to Foster. Trying to thread the needle, able to do so. Gets past the 2 defenders all alone. He'll take the shot. He gets it right past the keeper and makes it 1-0. Fantastic run of play there for Dalton United. That ball had pace to it. Carrera is going to receive it for LSA. Holds up. Switches over to the far side. Good touch. Straight and in the goal for LSA to get the equalizer in the 40th minute. Camilo Panagos with the goal to the midfield. Come back to Diouf. He one-times it forward. Trying to get there. Is going to get there. Sliding across. The keeper is off his line. And what a sliding challenge and tackle. Still in play. And it rolls in for LSA. And that's what happens when you don't give up on a ball. Nice ball in the near channel. Slotted across. And that one is easily put away for LSA to increase their lead to 2. Sebastian Carrera with his brace. For team as well. Get all of that apparel over at UPSLfanshop.com. Dalton continuing to look for some sort of avenue in the goal, and that's how they do it. Mitchell with his second here in the 85th minute, and they come back to center line quickly. Kalanji Pro Profile will be playing Georgia Athletic next week. I believe that's going to be a midweek match as well, as they continue to make up some matches. There's a mistake by the Revs. Gives it to Kareem Tamimi. Thought about taking the shot. Laid off. Shot there! And it's in the back of the net for Kareem Tamimi, who continues to score goals here at Shiloh Stadium. Headed back towards. Tamimi's going to win it. Off of Landberg. Tried to sneak it. Then that one gets buried by Blake White for Kalanji Pro Profile to make it 2 to the good. Here comes Kalanji again. Tamimi's shot on goal is deflected. He'll go to Kalen Kalanji. Nice pass into open space for Ramos. He'll slide it through, and that one is in the back of the net for Tony Tiente. And that makes it 3. The veteran, Tony Tiente. Winning possession from that pass. Grant Carr with a tackle that was sublime there. Taking it back for Kalanji. Bocelli with it. And that was a beautiful ball in the back of the net for Pachuca, Georgia to open up the scoring. And he skies it over the defense and into the back of the net. For those of you watching at home and keeping track of Kalanji Pro Profile season, Awanja Medard in open space. Several step overs, gets around the first man, has the ball shot, and that one in the back of the net for the opener for Kalanji Pro Profile here in the 14th minute. Good cut off by Tony Tiente. Gets it to Kalen Kalanji. He'll give it to Ramos, who crosses it immediately, and that one was perfect. Set up like the Mona Lisa, just absolute perfection there. Several makeup games are happening through midweek this week. Ramos wins it, immediately makes a run here down here the near channel. He's able to get past the defender into the box, crosses, and that one put in the back of the net. And that all came from Ramos not giving up on the play as he was being ran down by Raymond Salas, number 19. Makes his way forward into the midfield before losing it. Now, Samuel Francis, he's already got 2, lays it off to Medard, and Medard puts that one away to get his brace in the 51st minute. Nobody there. That one will find its way through, and Demise coming to the aid of his center back partner to allow possession for Kalanji again. Ball forward. Terry Jules has it, and he puts it past Freddie Sanchez for the goal. Terry Jules finally getting on board. Into the box. Cleared away. Pavlotsky will put it back forward. Joyner tried some acrobatic work, not able to get so. Makes it to Tiente. Tiente goes down in the box and earns a penalty. And he puts it past Sanchez to make it 6. Good steal. Costa puts it past the keeper and makes it 1-0 SSL. Back live here. Win the ball in the mid. Save. No. Sneak it around, and that one's in the back of the net for the opening goal for Atlanta United Academy in the 20th minute. Number 64. Atlanta United will come away with it. Good ball over to the far channel. One-on-one, take the shot, and that was perfect. United come away with it. SSL really trying to turn the pressure up here in the 61st minute. Perez's ball is going to be recovered by Wayne here in the near channel. Gets to the edge of the box, dancing, gets around the defender. Sliding it across centrally in the back of the net for Atlanta United Academy. So professional from the young men to make it 3-1. For some path to goal, not going to be able to do so. United through the midfield, still holding off the challenge. Advantage being played. And he'll take the shot, and that one finds the back of the net, holding off everybody to get his brace. Jose Corey, they're missing of the playoffs this season. Advantage being played by SSL. Nice ball forward, shot, and it finds the back of the net. Hold the phone. They're not ready to give up just yet. Oh, what a ball over here to the near side for Chalele. Save. Still in try. Save. What a little bit of a deflection goal for Atlanta United to make it 5. Near post cleared. Jack Wayne with possession. He'll take the shot, saved, still in possession, and that one put away to make it 6. This team transitions on you so quickly.
So now we get to see the winners in each of the groups. Of course, the first place team in each group will be crowned champions of the regular season, and we'll look into Division 1. Zone 1 of the Georgia Conference, Premier Conference. Kalanji Pro Profile edged out Atletico Buford to get that, retain that regular season title here. And Atletico Buford in their first season in Premier was very impressive, only just missing out. And unfortunately with Georgia Athletic, who played Kalanji Pro Profile in the penultimate game of the season, voluntarily forfeited, which was against the directive from the league. That had an impact on the competition. It's, Kalanji Pro Profile would have been favored in that match, but in the spirit of competition, that was a very negative thing. And so it also confirmed their relegation from Premier, along with a forfeit fine. So unfortunately, that was a negative part of the season in Zone 1. But otherwise, it was a very intriguing season with Georgia Revolution. Sort of a mixed bag in their regular season. Some good results, some bad results, some mediocre results. So they didn't have the consistency needed to challenge at the top. But Pachuca, Georgia, taking that last playoff spot there to get themselves in the playoffs as a 4th seed was very impressive. Georgia Impact and Columbus Elite, again, 2 teams coming in, trying to make a statement, did very well to finish mid-table. And particularly FC Columbus Elite, who took points off the top teams in this division during the season, shows that they have a lot of potential going into the spring season here in the Georgia Premier Conference. So that's how it mapped out in zone number 1. We'll look at zone number 2, and of course the big story is Potros FC finishing in a perfect situation with 10 games and 10 wins, no draws, no losses. ASMG staff here titled them the Invincibles, to go after what Arsenal accomplished in the early 2000s. But LSA Norcross Pro did very well. They had a little hiccup in the middle of the season, but when you're going up against a team like Potros, who are perfect, you can't have hiccups. But they did finish with that 2nd place. That gave them home field advantage as a top seed. Atlanta United Academy, after a very, very slow start to the season, losing their first 2 games, came back strong, dropped a couple of more during the season, but did manage to finish in 3rd place. And then, of course, Cynic City, another great story. A team won the Division 1 playoffs in the spring season of 2025, came in and managed to qualify for the playoffs. And so, great season for them. As we look further down the division table, they got Dalton United, who also recovered very well during the season. but just fell short of the playoffs there towards the end. And of course, Soccer Saves Lives and FC Birmingham survive, and North Georgia United on goal difference got relegated for Division I play in the spring 2026 season. So it was very, very tight race in both of the divisions, but it was compelling. I think we have very strong representatives for the division playoffs, and we'll go into that in another the Georgia division playoffs. We'll go into that in another podcast episode coming up in a few days, along with the Division I review. And so that'll wrap it up for this version or this episode of the ASMG Back Pass. I hope you've enjoyed reliving some of the action that ASMG was able to bring you through their broadcast, and we look forward to doing that again in 2026. Look out for future podcasts as well as we preview the 2026 season coming up. There's some new developments there as well, new teams coming in, some old teams that may be skipping. So don't miss that, so you can see what's going to be happening here in the UPSL Georgia Conference.